Oh man, what a week it's been. That's not just me, right? This is like a global experience and not just like my own shitty self-esteem, right? Yeah. Alright, cool, because like, this now confirms my theory that like, we're zombies just performing to other zombies, right? I mean, at least we haven't gotten to like the brain-eating portion yet, but like, can someone just check the Pierce meatloaf to be sure? Easy joke. But anyway, so who here watches The Walking Dead? Like, while we're on this topic. Right? Like, okay, less people than I realized, but you know, it's fine. But like, for those of you who have you noticed that some of the extras who play zombies are just really, really into it? Yeah. Like, you know, it's crazy. These people have just legitimately found their calling in life, and I freaking envy them for it. They're the people who are most alive when they're rotting away and shambling down the streets of Atlanta, right? Being like, hey mom, I'm undead and it's great, and oh, my hand just fell off, right? Like, imagine that I'm a zombie with like a fake hand, right? You know, my wholesome PSA for the night is, in a world of zombies, be the one who loosens up out of that out of that rigor and reclaims their undead vigor, right? Rigor being like a reference to rigor mortis. The thing about me and zombie jokes is that I have ideas and then they all get delivered in bits and pieces. But the thing that makes me feel the most alive is complaining about things. And right now the hot topic is the state of the Harry Potter franchise, specifically after the crimes of Grindelwald, right? The crime, y'all, is that Johnny Depp is acting after At World's End. And like, specifically At World's End, right? This is a non-negotiable thing.
Sexiest man alive.
Let's talk. I have your number. No, I don't. But anyway, you know, despite all this, I still keep up with the Harry Potter news, and I have a Pottermore account, which to me is definitely up there with like Myers-Briggs and astrology of like fun to talk about, but like I am more than my Ravenclaw status. And yes, I am a proud Ravenclaw. Yeet! But you know, I also have a Patronus, which is like the animal version of me, right? This is like Animorphs 2.0 or some shit. You know, a few years ago, one of my friends takes the test and she gets a wolf, right? And I'm like, okay, top of the food chain, apex predator, badass. And since we're, you know, similar in personality, I also expect to get something badass. And I get a bloodhound, who kind of, you know, like, is kind of flying across the animated landscape with its ears, defeating one Dementor at a time with derpy-ass comedy. I'm not sure what that says about me as a person, but I'm just gonna end this section here before someone can say something. Cool. So, you know, winter break is coming up. Shitty-ass transition, but here we are. It's been a week. I am now trading out warm Hawaii Christmases for slightly more mediocre Kentucky Christmases. You know, I'm not sure what that's going to entail, but I do know that my neighborhood has a competition to see, like, who can have Christmas throw up the most on their front yard. I now know that if a Demogorgon were to attack my house or my neighborhood, we would be the first to know, because that's just the state of our front yard. But you know, these competitions, right, they come with prizes. They have to come with reasons to put in, like, a trip a day to the Target, right? The prize is a giant ass elf on the shelf. Now, I'm really hoping to God that, like, what my parents do is put it in the yard kind of like this. You know? Draw me like one of your French elves. But no, because you're wearing a woolly red onesie. The thing about elves on shelves, because that's what I'm assuming the plural form is that they're just creepy, right? They have these like blank, soulless eyes, and this smile that have like understanding, that you're supposed to have like some understanding with yourself and it, but like, I can't even read regular people, much less something inanimate. But like, also it's just lazy parenting, right? It's a surveillance tool that works for the biggest bearded one in the sky, who sees you when you're sleeping and knows when you're awake, which is obviously God. Who did you think I was talking about? But while we're on the topic of God, religion is a big thing in Kentucky, even bigger than the liquor barn 10 minutes down the street from where I live. Oh yeah, that's a thing. If you want to know how big religion is in Kentucky, and this is a true story, there is a miniature golf course that is Bible themed. We got, 2 courses, Old Testament, New Testament. Literally beginning with creation, but thankfully not ending with the post-apocalyptic stuff. You do, however, get to walk through Jesus' tomb, in which there's graffiti like, Chrissy loves Tom Holland, because, Jesus really needs to know that. And also, there's like red AstroTurf courses that are supposed to represent like the Nile running red with blood. Because, that's going to scare kids a hell of a lot more than an elf on the shelf. It's crazy because these courses are actually surprisingly difficult, and no matter how much I suffer and how much, I pray to be successful, and despite like the million Jesus statues just kind of surrounding the course watching us, I haven't gotten any miracles. I haven't gotten any guidance. I haven't gotten any of those prayers answered, which is, what my pastor kind of told me would happen. But, that's fine. That's fine. The other big thing is, if I do mess up, if I'm like, imagine like, hitting the little ball and it falls into the lake, I can't just say something like, God damn it. Because then, the sky would turn gray, but like just around my head. And, a bolt of lightning would come down and just smite the hell out of me. Fine. But, it just kind of makes me wonder, if this is what the kid golf course version is, what does the grown-up version look like? Thank you all. And if you didn't find me funny enough, then hopefully Michael will do a better job. No pressure, man.